And here's something else that will further contribute to Xi Jinping's insecurity. The Tibetan government in exile has gone to polls in Dharamshala in India. Elections for the 17th Parliament of the Central Tibetan Administration have kick-started. The results will be out on the 14th of May. Here's all you need to know about the election process, the front-runners, the number of registered voters, and the polling booths across the world.
Lying in the shadow of the mighty Himalayas is the quaint town of Dharamshala, the home of the Dalai Lama and the Central Tibetan Administration. It is the parliamentary government of Tibetans in exile formed way back in 1959. To this day, it is not officially recognized by the Chinese regime. But the Tibetan diaspora and refugees across the world have supported this administration by voting for members of its parliament. Elections for its 17th parliament are currently underway. The polling began on the 3rd of January. Hundreds of Tibetans living in Dharamshala lined up to cast their ballot in the first round of voting. The second and final round is scheduled for the 11th of April. The new Sikyong, or president, will be announced on the 14th of May, along with 45 parliamentarians. The Speaker and the Deputy Speaker. The current leader, Lobsang Sangay, who completes his second term as president, has shared this message.
Despite the pandemic, Tibetans in almost 40 countries are taking part in the election, and young and old, all are coming out and participating in election. So this is, momentous and historic event because even though we are in exile, even though in South Asia we are refugees, but we are exercising our fundamental right.
According to the last survey of the Tibetan diaspora, there are more than 140,000 Tibetans living in exile in more than 40 countries. India is home to at least 100,000 of them. This year, as many as 80,000 Tibetans have registered themselves as voters. Out of this, 55,000 voters reside in India.
Tibet is under occupation, but Tibetans in exile are free and given a chance, an opportunity. We prefer democracy over authoritarian system.
A record number of 150 candidates are vying for the top political post. The front-runners are Kasur Dongchung Gotup, the representative of the Dalai Lama in New Delhi; Kelsang Dorji or Katsang, the former representative of the Dalai Lama to North America; Penpa Sering, the former Speaker of the Parliament in exile; and Acharya Yeshi Funtosok, the incumbent Deputy Speaker. Their fate is being sealed at 12 polling stations in Dharamshala. Besides this, important polling stations have been set up in New York, Toronto, and London. The elections are taking place with all the necessary support from New Delhi. For 61 years, India has not only housed Tibetans in exile and preserved their cultural heritage, but has only enabled them to democratically elect their leader every 5 years. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.